Hello theme park enthusiasts and welcome back to Planet Coaster. In the last episode we had built this area and built some other things, but since then things have changed somewhat. I went ahead and tried to play through that area a bit more, the way I had developed it, and it just wasn't working. So what I've done is I've restarted the park actually. I went ahead and put this stuff back as I had it. I've gone ahead and put the fireworks display in, but I have not activated it at all yet. And I went ahead and put the drop tower over here next to the yo-yo. Or the Zozo, I mean. Um, Also with this, I've shortened the line some. I don't really want people standing in the lines any more than I have to. And with that in mind, I realized I needed to put in some faster throughput items. I did go ahead and put in the Wild Blue here because it does really well and I do need the money. I went ahead and put in a tilt-a-whirl here, or as they call it, a hyperspin. But then you see the first big change here. I've put in a roller coaster already, because roller coasters do get really good throughput. This one's running on 2 trains, so I'm getting the people in and through quickly, which will work for the fireworks display later on. Then we have a Rocktopus here, once again to generate money, but it does get a lot of guests through quickly. And then over here we have yet another roller coaster. So I will take you on these roller coasters at a point in time here in the park. I have themed them some, I've changed the colors some, but they are basic coasters that are already in the game. And with that in mind, we're actually going to start this episode by putting in another coaster into this park. So, what I want to do is I want to put in basically a drop tower coaster here. I somewhat want it in this basic direction. Sort of like the idea of it getting a little bit close there. Don't want it too close though where it actually impacts Wild Blue. But want that to be close enough. Then we do have to raise it up as this part was going through the ground there. So we'll raise it just a little bit more. I think that'll work out alright. So I want to put this coaster here and then I'm going to put another coaster over in this area is my hope. Make sure that this coaster will fit over in this area. And it looks like, yes, that will not be a problem. Financially, it's a problem right now, but it won't be a problem to put it in. And again, I'm putting in coasters because of the fact that they have the higher throughput. So that way, there aren't people just standing around waiting on the coaster the whole time. So let's go into this real fast. Specifically, it's the station I want to edit on this one. And I want to put the station coming out on this side, so it just gets people off of the train a bit faster. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and place the pathways for it. Place the entrance over here. Place the exit over here. And we'll go ahead and connect up the exit path first. Just a nice ramp downwards will be fine. Trying to see where I'm going here because I've got this theming set up over here and I would love to use some of it so that way I'm getting some of the money I had spent on it going towards this other coaster as well. You know what? I think what I'll do is I'll actually take out this part. Come more over this way so that way I can put in the entrance to the ride. That's really sort of an awkward. There we go. I like that better. Alright, now let's go ahead and have the entrance to the ride come down here. What are my entrance paths? Oh, they are this material here. Alright. That's just going to bug me though if it leaves it here. So change that real fast. There we go. And then we'll just have this descending downwards. Much the same way. As I said, I'm going to go past this theming that I put in for Wild Blue to hopefully get some of the same points here some of that benefit for this track already here. Let's see. We're already at 38%. Perfect. We'll go ahead and test this, and we'll go ahead and ride it right away with the test. Why not? We will add some theming to it to make it a bit of a better coaster overall. See, it changes seat to one of the inner seats. There we go. Like that seat a bit better. So this is, as I said, just basically the very basic dive coaster. For this park, I'm not really building the coasters, I'm simply just plopping the ones in from the game, because this is much more about getting guest count and the money that I need for the park. Go ahead and hang here. I've never actually been on a dive coaster. It looks a bit intimidating to me, I will say, because of the fact that I am somewhat afraid of heights. So a little bit on the scary side, but at the same time, I would try one out if I go to a park that has one, because I'm always wanting to try out the different types of rides and just see how they are. Overall, there's not too much to that ride, but it does work. So we'll go ahead and open it. Then we'll design around it a bit. So let's go ahead and build the building for it first. And I've been going with the metal alloy, I think it is, walls. Yes. We'll go ahead and go with this. Put those in. Then we'll use this as a window. Alright. See if I can get away with this. Then, do I have a small piece here? Not quite the right one. Alright, so that's not going to work. Just go ahead and delete that. And what we will do instead is we'll just make the building slightly higher overall. There we go. Alright, so that'll work fine that way. Let's see here. Go ahead and put that in. And we'll cheat it just that way. Okay, we do have some people coming to ride it, which is perfect. Let's go ahead and put in these pieces of the wall. There we are. That'll work. Then let's go with scenery, sci-fi here, and let's go with lighting. We'll go with a couple of light strips. On that wall. Oh yeah. Have to exit out of that one. Then we'll put a couple more on this wall. Then we'll go with a nice light here. And I don't know how the person would get out of her booth, but that's really a her problem, not a me problem. So we'll put that light there. Nicely lit then. We'll go back to building here. Now I want a bit of a slope on the building just to add to the architectural interest. So we'll go with that. Something like that. Alright, we've got that. Not gonna have just metal here, let's just go with a roof. Want pitched roof. I believe this can turn blue, which is what I want. There we go. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Duplicate it. And it's not so much that the buildings are all, like, there's a color scheme to the park. It's not so much like they're all related in some way, but just more, not telling a story, but just sort of making the park uniform. And thereby, hopefully increasing the visual appeal of the place. There we go. With that in mind, let's go ahead and say done with that. Go in here, change the main color of the cars to white. Then we'll go with blue, and then we'll change these other colors to white and black. There Alright, let's see where we are. So, overall, we've improved our rating some, which is good. Could definitely add in another space person here. We'll put them in right here so that I get a benefit for both sides of the park. So let's put this back to this. Let's go with a trooper that's guarding, and we'll go with the orange one this time. Definitely could use walk under area here. I think that works fine. So we got that in place. Let's see what else we could put. Let's just go to blueprints overall. Oh, this does look impressive. %75 theming, not bad. I am planning on putting this aliens are coming in, but I'm gonna do that in the next area, I believe. So let's go ahead and put a giant spaceship. Hey, that guy's up to 100%. Perfect. So that one's as good as it's gonna get that way. Now let's actually go to the actual area itself here, and I want to put in a building. So, metal alloy again. This one's going to be a slightly different building. I just realized this whole building is not in white like I wanted it. So I'd have to change all the colors, or I could leave it gray. You know what? For now, I'm just going to leave it gray. It's okay as gray. This building will be white over here, though. Let's go ahead and duplicate. And the whole reason I'm doing this is I want it to drop into a bit of a darkened area here. Not sure that it really works, so I might just have to leave that open like like that. Want to make sure that the train fits in here well. That's the top priority. Let's actually ride the one that we're going on right now. That way we can see a bit better. And I want to actually be on the far side seat, so that way I sort of know if I hit a wall. It's close, but I think it's okay. I'm actually going to speed it up for the next one. Yeah, let's get it up the hill. Yeah, that actually works out perfect. It's got clearance there. And there. That'll work. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead and edit building with selected part and continue building on it. Alright, then with this building, we're going to go with a flat roof made of steel. Basically, I want this to be very disorienting in here. Alright. Then, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and make this a yellow light. And then we're going to duplicate it along the wall here. Just trying to get it lined up here perfect. Not exact, but it's close. All right. Wonder if it'd be better off here if this was all in black. Don't think it would change too much. Just put in a nice metal floor to it as well. And I don't mind that that shows through the building. There we go. Alright, so then I want fog, or is it mist? Yeah, I want a lot of mist in this place. Alright, done. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I didn't want the whole building. That's unfortunate. Alright. Guess we'll have to go ahead and just put them on manually on each wall. That's fine. As I said, want this to be very misty, especially at the drop. Want you sort of dropping into the unknown. Don't need green mist though. Alright, we are starting to get the feel here that I want. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this, because once again, this is just a building for a ride in a park that's not really mine. So, I won't spend a bunch more time on it, but you somewhat get the idea of what's going on here. It is also upping the expense in this particular ride by $1.50 for each one of these things in here. That's alright. I think the effect is worth it, and will hopefully make it where I can charge more for the ride as well. I do want something similar to this in the park when I build my own, but I'm hoping to get more of a underground type of thing going on with it. I want it to drop actually below ground and have sort of just a tunnel that it's going into. We'll use some mist around it and such as I am here. But, as I said, I want something a bit more organic and not having the building on fire the way it is here. But that's alright. You know what we might do here? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. That works for me. That was sort of what I was wanting there. And the prestige of the ride is now 10,091. So, let's go ahead and see what that'll allow us to charge for it. I always go a little bit below what they suggest the price could be based on ride prestige because I don't want to charge too much. So with this, I can feel comfortable at charging $30. There we go. And with the size of these ride cars, I'm able to get people in and out fairly quickly here, which is something I really like, and getting profit into the park. Very good thing. You know what I do need to do though? I do need to change this path up in this area. So this path, let's go ahead and pause for a moment here. There we go. There we go. That way we have better flow going on because people were sort of getting congested in that little area, which was not a great thing. Trailblazer's broken down, that's unfortunate, but we are getting people through the park fairly well. We've got people all around here. So I think what we're going to do is this particular day, we're going to go ahead and let the fireworks display go off and see what we get out of it. So with this one, we will put it to a specific time, 6 p.m. We'll let it go off. So we'll see what happens. Additionally, for right now, I could start working towards my next coaster, but what I want to do is pay off this loan. Get that one just out of the way, so that way it won't be charging us money. And as we're waiting here for other things, let's go ahead and ride our other two roller coasters here that we have. So we've got this roller coaster here. We've got people that are getting on it, so we'll go ahead and ride it. And then we'll go ahead and ride the spinning coaster as well. As I said, for this park, really the thing is all about throughput. I really want the guests to get onto the rides and enjoy the rides, but I also want them getting off the rides so that way they'll be available to watch the fireworks display. How many more guests are we waiting on here? It looks like just the few here, and they are coming up the way right now, so that should work out alright. This coaster is just not as impressive as our other one is now, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get people on the ride and such, but that's alright. This just seems like an odd coaster overall to me. The way it has this lift hill and then it slowly turns over, as you'll see. Just a very odd and unique feeling, I would think. Again, a roller coaster type I have not ridden before, but I'd be game to try. And that's the total ride. Nice. Was just thinking about the fact I should add in some food and such over here. So what I'm going to do is take this building basically. Let's pause because it's going to need to be edited slightly. As in, I don't need these parts on the bottom here, probably. Not sure I want the loony balloons in it either, so let's go ahead and edit building with that selected part. Delete that part out. Then we'll delete this lower section here. We're going to actually delete that out of it. And what do I want to throw in there? Could put an ATM in here, which might not be the worst thing in the world, because the other ATM is a little ways away that direction and that direction. Let me change grids here. There we go. Alright, now done. Now let me go ahead and grab the whole building again. I think something like that could work out nicely. We're gonna need 2 more vendors hired here. 1 and 2. And let's go ahead and put in... Don't need flames for this. What we'll need is a sci-fi themed bin here. And we'll put one over here as well. And we'll go ahead and put a sci-fi bench right over here, and another one over there. We'll also put a bench right there, and a bin right there. That should work out nicely. There we go. Gonna edit building with this metal alloy here. Duplicate it. Just to close that in and make it look a bit nicer. Perfect. Alright, so all that's taken care of. We got some more food and drink places open for customers, which will be a good thing for our customers. Let's go ahead here. And let's see about a coaster. The other one's climbing the hill, which is perfect. Now, with this being a spinning coaster, it is a little bit disorienting on the ride, but that's alright. Get a nice view of that drop coaster from here as well, which is a nice thing. And there we go, into the station, where we've got these 2 people fighting. Perfect. Alright, our money's already coming back up, so that's a good thing. Actually debating, I do like this piece of scenery that we had used over here. Let's see if I can find it again. Might have been in buildings. Yeah, the sci-fi fusion tower. I had liked this, but I need to make sure that it's in a location where it's not going to be damaging to the coaster. I think it's just too much. We'll leave it as it is. Alright, so in the next episode then, we will hopefully get the right stuff here, which is this very unique coaster. There's only been a couple of them in the world. I really am curious to ride on one of these because it just looks so different, so unique. And we'll see how that goes. To end this episode, though, I figure we will go ahead and see this fireworks display go off and see how it does with the guests. Hopefully it's a big enough draw that it'll actually take care of these challenges. Because right now, we're getting very close to the money we need as far as the value of the park here. With putting in that coaster, we'll have achieved that. We still have to work on getting this coaster to achieve that. And we also have to get the monthly profit from rides to go up a bit more. But hopefully we'll get that now that we've got this coaster in place, and we'll have this air coaster coming into place as well. Otherwise, I can always put in a few more flat rides that will get that monthly profit going on. But for now, as I said, we're going to just fast forward a bit here to get to the nighttime so that we can see this fireworks display go off with the view of our park here. And hopefully we'll achieve what we're trying to with the guests attracted. I believe I have it going off at 6 o'clock, so that should work out fine. Okay, so we got the silver objective completed. And we got the gold objective. Very nice. You know what? Even though I don't have to have it, I think I might just leave the fireworks going off on a nightly basis now. I'll debate on that, because it is taking up money when they do go off, but you know what? It's just a cool thing for the park. So I do like that. Those two have now been taken care of, and really, as I said, with this, what I had needed to do was get more roller coasters in here so that I could up the amount of people. Hey, I also reached the monthly profit there. So really, all I have to do now is spend money on the park. That's not going to be too hard. I'm going to throw in another roller coaster, maybe throw in a couple of roller coasters here. See what, like Steel Vengeance costs an enormous amount of money here. That would probably get me to the amount I needed. Even though it's Steel Vengeance, it doesn't really fit in the park. I might go with that, just to up the money. So we'll see. But yeah, in order to get the people to watch the fireworks display, really the trick is you have to have them where they're not standing in lines. That was a problem I was having, is I was having these long lines for the flat rides, and I didn't have enough people moving about in the park. And when they're doing that, you're not getting the people into where you need them to be in order to make that profit. Actually, I was just thinking about it. People are saying they're thirsty. Did I? Yes, I did. Did research a Dolby here. So you know what? I think what I might do is add one more section on here real fast. to this location. Move this trash can. Let's go ahead and edit this building. With the selected part, that's fine. Then we'll go to shops and facilities, drinks. Let's go with a gulpy soda. Go ahead and put that in. Then let's go ahead and building here. Actually, we can just duplicate. There we go. And like it was always intended to be there. Let's see. Sort of like to add on to this building as well. We'll just move this trash can in the end. And we'll put a gulpy energy in here. You know what? That's not going to work there because of the fireworks. So we'll just leave it over here. Maybe I'll put in another gulpy over in this area. Could always pause. Blueprints. I do like this building. Just wish it wasn't a restroom, but we'll make it work here. Alright. As I learned the last time with this, move that forward. Then I can edit building with specific parts. That out of it. Let's go to shops and facilities, and we'll put a gulpy energy in here. And then building wise, we'll put on one of those front pieces. I've actually got to lower the gulpy down. Had not realized that. There we go. Then we're just going to go to paths here. Why is this path obstructed? Alright, this is not working at all how I wanted. Very annoying. All I wanted was a simple building. I guess I'll have to go with the lamer one. Yeah, I'll go with this one, I guess.
Tasty.
Edit a building with the selected part. Remove the chief beef. Move the signing for the chief beef. Now let's go ahead and give me the gulpy. There we go. Now I can take this, turn it yellow. Same for this wall. And that wall. Alright. And then we'll go to building. We'll go gulpy. Have a cool little awning to it. Not a fan of that, really. Yeah, we'll do something like this instead. Alright, that's done. Let's go ahead and just put it in position a bit better. And then we'll go ahead and put another trash can over by it. And I'll go ahead and off-screen set the prices for those facilities and such. The two new gulpies that we have. So that way they're getting proper business in and such. But yeah, I think that we've done some good work in this episode. We've achieved the fireworks that we need to, so that's a good thing. And as I said, I'm just going to probably let those go on a monthly basis here, because why not? Go ahead and let them continue. I'm going to pay off this loan as well, so that way we don't have loans coming in at all. And then I'll save up some money, and the next episode we'll go ahead and put in that other roller coaster. And then we'll just be spending money on the park in order to hopefully achieve the last challenges that we need, which is just making the park more valuable. So we've got those two left. We'll go ahead and work on them in the next episode, and we'll see how that goes. For now, though, if you enjoyed what we did in this episode, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all again for the next episode of Planet Coaster.